Hi Capricorn, it is Thursday, July 31st, and boy, the energy is nutso today. So, all right, well, I'm going to do a reading for you. I've already cleansed and shuffled the heck out of these decks. Just trying to get into your energy. Oof, fire and air. I feel like you're thinking a lot. Also, Capricorns, I feel like they're the punk rockers of the zodiac. Like they're just like, I don't know, badasses. All right, let's get some Oracle message cards. Okay, what's that? The Sun in reverse. Okay. Okay, so the first thing that I'm feeling is that something's in the dark. Oh, wow. Well, that's great. Here we go. Okay, so you have the Sun in reverse and financial constraints in reverse. And I accidentally picked up the deck facing in the wrong direction, but I don't believe that they're accidents. That's just my thing. So I want to read it that way. Yeah, I usually check, but all right. That's enough for that. All right, guys. Well, that's great news. So you could breathe because financial constraints are in reverse. So something's opening up for you with your finances. Let's go right to this cat deck and see what Spirit thinks you should be aware of. 5 of Pentacles. Somebody being stingy with you right now, or the Lovers. Somebody withholding something from you to control something in your life, in their life. I feel like the Lovers are together in this reading, and that the 5 of Pentacles isn't out. No, I really, that would go against what okay. That is the situation. Some sort of scarcity mindset or lack. Yeah. 8 of Cups. Well, Lovers in this situation, walking away for sure. Like, see ya. High Priestess, maybe against your intuition, or you're using your intuition. Okay. 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. Okay. All right. First thoughts. I feel like there's a partnership that one person felt really misunderstood in, and they felt like they couldn't compete or they couldn't measure up, so they walked away. They walked away from their intuition and started to build with someone else. I don't know if everybody always is totally aware of their intuition. I think we all are to some degree, but I think sometimes for everyone it might get confusing. Like, what's my intuition and what's not? Because you can't really prove it in the moment, because intuition is not just you following your intuition when it's something you want to do anyway. But it's sometimes, doing something against what you're seeing in reality that maybe doesn't seem to add up, and you're going with your faith and the messages that you're getting in whatever way you get them. So Building with someone else. Okay. Now, I don't know if Capricorn is the building with someone else person or the person who I don't think did that. The other person in this lovers combo. If this seems more like one person and two aspects of them, I'll pick up on that, but I haven't so far. Because now I'm seeing the Queen of Wands and the World. Okay. Wow. I'm pretty certain now. So let's just say, you know, the lovers, at one point, these two were really like, what's that? I cannot think of any metaphors, references, or, you know, analogies when I'm reading. So thanks for your patience. Peas in a pod, a pea in a pod. These two are like, you know, a yin and yang, okay? But I think they, you know, they started to struggle with their finances. So if you're in this situation, you know, stuff got hard with money. I know a lot of people can relate to that, or they have at some point in their lives. But this is like a real struggle. This is a mess. What are we gonna do? And one of these cats walked away from the other one. It's kind of like they made this decision out of ego and not out of their higher, you know, their heart space. I don't even know what that's called. Not their true self, but more like their ego self. Like they made a decision out of the id, you know, and not out of the ego or super ego. But I feel like their past is starting to catch up with them. And it could be that, I'm sorry, but this is my Archangel candle. It is on, okay, doesn't look like it's on. All right, so Queen of Wands. These lovers, I believe that they either have a blended family together, or they have a blended family and they had children. You know, those details don't really matter, but I'm just seeing something like that. Something's over, though. Something's over. Queen of Wands. Okay. Let me just pull the other two cards before I even clarify. Getting ahead of myself. Okay. Judgment in reverse. Oy, okay. Well, Spirit didn't like that. This is something that was a major event that not only impacted these two little lover cats, but lots of people around them. Perhaps both of their families. You know, if one of these two cats was in another cat relationship before they got together, there's even more people involved. But that one decision to go with the impulse, the instant gratification choice, and walking away from a real commitment. Because remember, the lovers is a snapshot to give an idea of something. But even the lovers get into arguments sometimes. And even the lovers will have financial issues at some point. They will face some adversity as a pair going through a life together. But I feel like things got hard and somebody walked away and they didn't admit to themselves that they were trying to escape. They escaped into another situation where they started building again. And the Queen of Wands is somebody that they left behind. And maybe a child or more or no children. But, and again, Queen, King, doesn't matter. These are two souls, okay, that were in a lover's union. Very committed, at one point wonderful, enough so that you'd want to stay with that person in a committed relationship, possibly forever. But that ended. And let's just see what the outcome of the scenario was, even though it really does feel like this was in the past, but this could be in the future or in the present. Okay. Ooh. All right, this is the one. 8 of Pentacles. They're going to have to work really hard now to make things right with Spirit, to reverse, I guess, whatever cycle they're in now. And if this is you, this is a story we hear every day. It doesn't make you horrible. Let's see if we can get some more information. But this happens a lot, where people break commitments and, you know, decide for whatever reason that they want to get involved with another person. And that's one thing. I think the way it's done definitely impacts the situation significantly. Like the difference between two people breaking up and people like just demolishing the other party. You know, this looks like a demolish the other party type of situation. And now this one cat, you know, who moved on, they have to learn a lot of new skills. They're going to be put to the test. Look at all those potions and books and everything. They're working very hard. And there may be no end in sight to this work, because it's like they scrapped one life and started a new life, is what it feels like. Again, this in and of itself is not original. So let's find out more, because we know that this is in the dark to some degree, because the sun is in reverse. But we also know that financial constraints are in reverse. Judgment is in reverse. Okay. Spirit, can you clarify judgment in reverse? Yeah. Okay. Three of Pentacles. 3, 6. March, June. More information I need on judgment. What is this judgment regarding? I get it. There was a break here. A partnership broke up. One person was surprised, the other one wasn't. One person moved on to build with the new person that I think is already in the situation. So we might be talking about a third-party situation here in the past. Yeah, 8 of Swords. So 3 of Pentacles clarified by the 8 of Swords. This is giving me, okay, I have thought of a metaphor. All right, so jumping from the pan into the fire. I think I butchered that too. You know what I mean? Like going from one situation that may have started out, you know, it started going the wrong way when finances became challenging, got into another situation and started building and ended up in the same place. And that definitely, I don't know yet. Let me pull some more clarifiers on 8 of Pentacles. It's that I need more. Okay, I'm going to take them all, everything that came out. Strength, Page of Cups, 7 of Swords, King of Pentacles, the Tower, Queen of Pentacles, the Sun. Ooh, jeez. Let me cover up this. Okay. All right. 8 of Pentacles, Strength, hope against odds. Let's say that. Hope against odds. You know, deception, manipulation, King of Pentacles. Trying to steal from this King of Pentacles. Creating a tower to this Queen of Pentacles. But she wants it to be that way. Everything is illuminated. So, okay. There was an enemy in the camp. Okay, so let's go back to the cats that are lovers. All right, so one of those cats left the other cat, and they were in a relationship. They probably had a child or two. They had an affair, it looks like. Major deception. And then they caused a tower to the other party, Queen of Pentacles. But what happened is that when things, you know, settled, the Queen of Pentacles was happier. So one cat cheated on the other cat, and the cheating cat left and went to another cat. The cat that was left on their own was happier on their own and started to build again, which is only fair because they got a tower moment, didn't see it coming, but made the best of the situation and started to look good, you know, or they were doing something new and exciting. The cat that got cheated on, okay? So what brings this Queen of Wands? Oh, wait a minute. Clarify the Queen of Wands, Spirit. Yeah. Oh my. If I pull the Wheel of Fortune, I'm gonna just fall off my chair. This Queen of Wands is the third party. This is the cat actually that was having an affair with the married cat, okay? And they got a taste of something they liked and you know, got involved with somebody that was involved. You know, like somebody that was married. And they did it pretty shamelessly. Like they were like, hey, I know you have like a family and all, but too bad. I want it. And I'm going to be like shameless about it. And something ended, an existing family ended. The Judgment in reverse. Did they continue to try to hurt this one person that they already betrayed? Let me pull some message cards. I hope this is resonating with someone. But let's see where it's going. And this could have happened already. Okay, Lost Boy. Okay, Lost Boy. AM, PM. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna just free associate here. I believe that the cat that strayed, pun intended, was this Lost Boy cat. It was like he was one cat during the day and one cat at night. Two different cats, two different personalities, maybe literally. When I believe, all right, I need more information. Spirit, can you clarify the sun after the tower? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, 2 of Swords, 2 of Swords. They made a decision. They made a decision to continue to be unfair and hostile and manipulative towards the person whose life that they already destroyed. They made that decision, this new couple of cats. They wanted to put an end to that person, and I'm not sure why. What is the 6 of Wands about? Knight of Swords. Who's the Knight of Swords? They may have had help. Ooh. 10 of Swords. So this Queen of Pentacles, she is not the only person. The Queen of Pentacles is also the girl cat in this scenario, okay? She is not the only person that was collateral damage here. There was another person, this Knight of Swords. Somebody made a really quick decision, or there was a lie told to do in this Queen of Wands. Clarify the Knight of Swords, Spirit, please. 5 of Cups. I wonder if both, okay. It's almost as if the lovers, right? To put this all into context, and it'll all make sense for you. These 2 lovers all right. How do I make, okay. All right, there's a married couple, 2 married couples. One of each of the married couples left the other party without any warning or like no talk about separation, divorce, boom, nothing. Like, I'm in love with somebody else, goodbye. They did that. So this is just one of the couples. And this cat, she got left by this cat who got with this Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands was also married. This has got to be the worst reading I've ever done. I'm so sorry, but it does make sense to me. To the Knight of Swords. All right, what is the point of this, Spirit? AM, PM, Lost Boy. Does this have something to do with children? I don't think so. AM, PM. Somebody could also have been a shift worker. Somebody could be nocturnal. A couple could have totally different schedules. Like somebody works during the, star. Okay, so something new is happening. Thank goodness. What is it, Spirit? Something new is happening. What is this one? Because it's like 5 of Wands. What? Okay, there's more conflict over another Page of Wands. 3 of Wands. The new relationship is not doing well. The new relationship is not doing well. Hold on. No, give me a second, guys. I'm so sorry. What's happening? The Star, a wish fulfillment, something new. Page of Wands, young or new, a beginner, starting something new, but it's in reverse. Suppression, 3 of Wands. This is about like a very self-sabotaging person or people, 2 people, one of the couples, the people that had the affairs in the first place. Very self-sabotaging. It's like a centipede eating its own tail. Spirit, what's the advice for whomever is actually in this situation or has been through this situation? Why did this message come through for Capricorn today, July 31st, right before August, very close to the Lion's Gate? How come? No, didn't. Oh, that flipped out for sure. The Fool. This cycle is over. Like, this whole cycle is over. For one party or two parties, but not for the other two. I feel like they're stuck in the Five of Wands. Or is this cat just a damn fool? And he's going to now venture off with start a new life from the Queen of Wands now? What is this Fool card about, Spirit? What is this Fool card about? Ooh. King of Cups. Okay. There's a new person on the scene. There's a new person on the scene. Now I just have to figure out who this person is attached to. Something new is happening. All right, I have two guesses here. Either one of these people, and not the people who didn't cheat, okay, the other people, they're starting something new. It's a wish fulfillment. The King of Cups. You know what they say, once a cheater, always a cheater? Well, I don't believe that, actually. I think people can rehabilitate themselves from cheating, but not most of the time. In this case, it doesn't look good, because to me, this Fool is definitely, like I said, one of the people who were in the affair, and they were like, we love each other, we want to start over. One of them, I think, I can't even believe I'm saying this, but I think it's the masculine in this situation, is getting distracted again with this butterfly. And now he's like, hey, I'm the King of Cups. Or the new person that he decided to get into a relationship with is meeting someone else. And they may be a shift worker. And they may meet a King of Cups. Let me pull another message card to see if I can succinctly summarize this for you, Capricorn. And if you have stayed this long, I really appreciate it. I don't understand financial constraints in reverse. And I typically don't like to clarify a message card with the message card. But let's just see what happens, because I don't understand financial constraints in reverse. Angel of Balance. Woman holding a coin. Earth today. Oh, right, healer. Okay, Healer of the Ages in reverse. You know, finances is what brought this relationship to an end, the one we started with, the two lover cats. And it looks like that is going to be the same thing that's going to break up the second relationship. Remember the pan into the fire thing? Finances. Healer of the Ages in reverse, to me, just means, and I don't mean like the devil, like, you know, doing satanic rituals, although it could be. But I think that somebody's making another bad choice and is not ending a karmic cycle, which, bummer. Can we just get two more cards of advice, Spirit? Okay. The Hermit. The Hermit's holding a light in the dark. And it takes, and a walking stick. It takes a lot of trust to walk in what looks like the snow at night with just a little just a little lantern and a stick. And it's the number 9 or September. Is this happening in September? Is this going to be kept private? What does this mean, Spirit? The Hermit. Okay, hold on. The Fool again. 7 of Pentacles. Guys, somebody is taking a chance in the dark. It's like this person learned a lot. They did. They learned a lot. Not the person who got left. Now I'm talking about the person who had an affair. Learned a lot, built a lot, and is deciding to just throw it away again. Oh, I wanted an inspirational card. Okay, let me just try this dice. See if I could add. No, I'm only kidding. All right, well, that is your reading for today, Capricorn. And here's the thing. Regardless of what side you're on, right? Because we've all done things, you know, intentionally, unintentionally, that hurt other people. You know, free will is always at play. It's everything, really, because all you have is right now. You can do so much with that. That's what manifestation is. It's not just like sitting there and waiting. It's like bringing what you want into your life, creating your life. And you can do that. You don't have to make these decisions. So if you're anywhere involved in any stage of this mess, you can make a different choice. And just remember, 2 wrongs don't make a right. And you don't want to wish bad things for your enemies. That is such a trap. You can't just be a good person, and then when somebody who you consider not to be a good person meets some misfortune, enjoy that, because that's not good. So if you're involved in any of this, take some advice from Spirit here. And remember that life is about balance. And yes, things can get complicated. But as long as you can always keep your mind on everything, be objective. You have lots of things going right in your life. You have lots of things that are positive in your life. And you may have some, S-storm happening, but it's only one portion of your life. So you can always learn from things that didn't go right in the past. You could always make a new decision. Unlike this scenario, you can say, oh gosh, I didn't like hurting that person. I don't like the way I handled that. And you can always make a different decision next time. So anyway, thank you for staying all this time, guys. I appreciate that so much. Please take care of yourselves. Have a good day. And if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. All right, thanks. Bye.